Hello everyone, I'm Iron Phoenix and welcome back to Space Engineers. Last video I said, hey, why don't I build a ship? And someone replied and said, yeah, we'd like to see that. So I've started an empty world and I built a little ship that I can use just to kind of get around. And I built a sort of cargo area, sort of a landing area for my ship, which is this thing. So I can now start to add to this this base and build something nice and large. So I'll be talking about space engineers. I'll be talking about stuff and junk and quite how this all works. So let's get down to it. So first things first, I've built this ship. I just press G, new large ship, and it creates a block that you then add things to. And in this case I've literally just added this. We've got a small generator here and a gravity generator here. Basically what that does is this one provides power and the gravity generator just gives me gravity so I can actually walk around. Something to note, even though I can walk around and I've got gravity so I can jump, I've got gravity and stuff, if this thing was to move now, I'd be fine, or anyone on the ship should be fine, but these things will just everything will just kind of move around and stuff. So that said, let's get to building. Hit my jetpack on. So the plan here is to build something kind of 40k-ish, but not really, it's that sort of design. I want to have quite a nice large prow, but I also want to have a landing bay that runs the entire length of the ship, sort of inside the ship. On the sides I want one of these. I want a loading bay on each side, and then I want all my guns to be firing onto the side as well, apart from maybe some kind of large laser, or see what we've got. Well, it'll probably be the Gatling gun, I think. Maybe a couple of Gatling guns on the front and some rocket launchers as well on the front as there. Running along the sides of the main sort of launch hangar, I'll have some interior turrets, sort of point defense type of things. So that's the basic idea, and I'll probably record a few of these. So I'll just do it in 20-minute chunks probably. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm just kind of adding on to this ship. I'm going to make 3 wide corridors. And this is all running along the sort of bottom of the ship, I suppose. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have a door at that point there. So that's my corridor going to the side. So let's just see what that's like, if that's too tall. No, I think that's about right. And you can just run along there, like so. So it plays very, very much like, I guess, creative Minecraft at the moment. It's just sandbox as it stands, so you've got all the blocks available to you, and you can just build with them. It's it's quite a nice game. It's certainly playing a lot better now than Minor Wars did in its final state, which is quite optimistic news, I suppose. Hopefully that means that the game itself, when it's released, will be in a very good state. The devs aren't rushing things either. They've said that multiplayer is coming, but they haven't said when multiplayer is coming. It certainly takes the weight off their mind, really, with people complaining about servers having 2000 ping or something along those lines. It's it's a good way to go. Just take it slow and build the game piece by piece, get everything working, make sure that everything's happy before you give it to the public, so that they can find the more annoying things, you know, the bugs which you can't necessarily find, but I mean people will still complain about them. So yeah, I think it's a good thing that they haven't released multiplayer yet, because, well, you don't have all the people complaining that multiplayer isn't working properly. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have these sort of pillars up here. I guess sort of like that room in Star Trek Into Darkness, you know, when they go through the airlocks and they go down that long sort of airlock, that long sort of loading bay type of thing. You've got all those pillars either side. I kind of like that look, so let's do that. That. And I'm going to make this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's make it 6 wide. Like so. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm just going to finish this off and come back in a second. And welcome back. I've done a little bit more work on here. I'm just finishing up putting the floors in here. It's really dark in here, so let's put some lighting in. Press G and it brings up this so that you can put everything, the things that you're using down in your toolbar. There's something here called the interior light. I'm going to need that over there. Not going to need that. So if I press 8, I can add lights, and they look really, really nice. So I'm going to put those. There doesn't seem to be a way of just removing the interior light at the moment. Yeah, so I need to. There we go. Like so. And we'll do the same just here. 8. Like that. And as I said, what I'm also going to do with these bits is, I think what we'll do, we'll have interior lights down here. And of course this is going to be running the entire length of the ship, so as I go, as I build more stuff, this central section is going to just get longer and longer, but it's going to use the same sort of look all the way down. And what I will also do is I will add the interior type. Don't need that one yet. So is it that way? That the right way around? Looks about right. Yeah, I think so. Oh, damn it. And one there, one there. We can always, you know, just put this stuff in as a placeholder for the moment. That's what they're going to be, and I'll fix those at some point. Just put them there for the moment. So our next little task will just be to do the other side, and I'll show you what I did with that side. I just need to get the proportions of it. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including the wall, which I've already put in. So trot over here, get my jetpack on. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the wall. So that is 3 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the window can go in there. So just check that. So I think the doors are then, no, they're too high. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's 7 including the wall. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. Okay, so I need to knock one off. And I'll show you painting objects in a second as well. So let's get rid of that. And do that. And then it comes over like that. So we can now just build out our framework and then fill it all in. So what I'll do is I will then cut off the video now and we'll see you in a minute. And we're back, and I'm re-recording this bit because turns out I just filled my hard drive with Fraps videos. The total size of my Fraps thing alone, considering that I've got it on a 2 terabyte hard drive, was 1 terabyte. So now I've cleaned up my hard drive. Hopefully now it will actually record this part of the video. Now this part of the video did cover colouring things, so you can change your colour with the square brackets keys on your keyboard, and then you can either drop blocks that already have that colour, or you can paint things using the middle mouse button, and you paint those blocks. Unfortunately, you can only paint the entire block. You can't paint faces. Maybe one day we'll see the ability to just paint a single face. So what I've done here is I've got these red lines, sort of warning lines along there, and what I'm doing up here now is just kind of filling in the gaps up top and getting it ready for the next level, which will probably be gunnery and sort of small storage areas. But I'll have a bit of a think on that. But for now, I think it's probably time to just kind of finish up this episode. So what we've done, and I'll just give you, let's just jump down and I can finish that off at some point. So what we've got here is one loading bay, a corridor, and these will run the length of this level of the ship, with doorways at every point. So this corridor, this is going to be a landing bay for ships, and there'll be some kind of a parking area probably further down. Another corridor on the other side of this, so you do run the risk of being hit by a spaceship when you're coming in, on this level anyway. And you've got a second loading bay here. So that's this part. I've got no gravity out here. So yeah, things are coming along quite well, I think. And yeah, we'll have some like gunnery bays up here, and over this way probably we'll have engineering and what those things are called, engines, sort of 2 large engine pieces. And then further towards the front we'll have our bow, which will there'll be the launch bay entrance, probably just underneath the bow, and then the bow will come up in the sort of the 40k Imperial style of ship bow. And then up there will also be the bridge, though I might do a conning tower type of bridge that you see in the Chaos vessels, so that older style of the conning tower up the top, and that might be the bridge up there. So we'll just kind of see. But for now, thank you for watching this video. I don't know when the next one will be because I work some strange hours, so it will just be whenever I've got time to do another one, really. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.